So welcome back to another Game Chat episode with the Rob Man. He has survived the apocalypse, the T-virus, every virus out there, the Andromeda strain, to make it here today.
This guy.
Yeah, hey, what was that snorking
That there? That's called seasonal allergies. It's hay fever. I have...
Get my toilet paper!
Get 87 packs! No, okay, yeah, I've got hay fever every year and it's really bad. And it's starting to annoy me because I went to the grocery store last night with the family.
Yeah.
And first of all, of course, the toilet paper and paper towel section, desolation. Meat section, empty. Soaps, gone. Like, just everywhere stuff is gone. It's like, people, calm down, okay? But I have hay fever. I'm on antihistamines, and I've got the Kleenex packs, and every time I have to blow my nose, like, people are just looking at me like...
People are paranoid because of all these symptoms and stuff like that. We're not going to spend all our time talking about that. No. We're here to talk about video games. We're here to have a little bit of fun, because quite literally right now is the best time to do that.
Well, yeah, if you got to spend a couple of weeks inside anyway, yubbity-boo!
We play some games.
That's right.
And that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk about some video games we've been playing. It's also a catch-up, because the last time I saw Rob was just on my birthday, a couple days before my birthday.
2.5 months ago?
Yeah. And I was sick. And then 2 days later I got really sick.
Yeah.
And all of that. And I haven't seen him since then. So it's our time to catch up on video games and what we've been doing and all that. So it's kind of like a kind of podcasty kind of idea.
I guess.
You just listen to the audio if you want to. But there will be visuals put in of all the games we've been playing and all that kind of stuff.
Because I know you all miss my pretty face.
Yeah, your beard's a lot smaller.
It is a tiny beard for a tiny man.
That's fine. What have you been doing? What have you been playing?
Well, actually, amazingly, I've been playing a fair amount of games.
Yeah.
I think obviously, a little behind the game on this. My copy of River City Girls showed up from Limited Run Games. Oh, look at that shirt.
Pimpin'.
I'm stealing that before I leave.
Yeah, I put it on. He's like, yeah, I'm talking about that game.
Okay, so the River City Girls has shown up.
Yeah.
I got the PS4.
Right.
What a beautiful game. What an amazing game. It's just enough of the old.
Yeah.
And just enough new.
Right.
And then, I mean, the fact they got the Double Dragon guys in there, and they got a Bobo in there, and they've got, like, all these weird cameos. Like, it's
fun. It's fun, I think, especially for people from our era.
Yes.
It harkens back to that, and the co-op. That's what makes it so...
Couch co-op.
Yeah, I got a good amount of memories of that playing in the summer with Jay. And we got the review copy, so we had to play, like, all the way through to see what this was all about. And we have a lot of fun. Listen, that music is so good.
Oh, man.
That music is so good.
I'm so glad I got the soundtrack CD with the one I got.
Yes.
Because, man, I got their, the big limited box that came with the soundtrack, the 2 necklaces, a bunch of artwork and postcards and student IDs and a whole bunch of stuff like that in the game.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, honestly, Limited Run, first of all, awesome job on that. And second of all, the game itself, spectacular.
Right.
Just, the controls are intuitive. The way that you buy your different abilities, just like in the original, is so great. All the shops and everything. I can't get enough of
the only thing is when you both enter a new area and you go to hit somebody, sometimes you hit and you go backwards. You know what I'm talking about. That was my big criticism of the game. It's like, why are we the attack button's the thing that takes you back?
My wife is
because you're too close to the last area.
Well, I'm sitting looking at me going, the kids are in the room, because I'm just swearing my head off because I've gone in and I've hit something to attack somebody and left the room again.
Yeah.
And the kids are just, what's Daddy saying? And my wife's like,
Daddy's playing River City Ransom again. River City Girls.
Daddy's playing River City Girls again and saying the bad words.
And he smells like medicine.
Well, I always smell like medicine.
Oh my god! So did you guys play quite a bit of that game yet?
I have played a ton of it.
Oh, that's great. That's so great.
I think I just finished the Abobo fight a little while ago, which means I've still got a ways to go. But I'm savoring and I'm enjoying because I'm just running around and beating stuff up and getting money.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm more than happy.
That is a great game. What else?
So good. Okay. Guilty secret. I found this game called Prison Princess.
I said what? No, I'm kidding.
It's on the Switch. You can download it on the Switch. I think it's on Steam and a few other things.
Well, hold on a second. My mind is already racing. Prison Princess.
It's about where your mind is going.
What?
So it's a total like anime booby girl
That's fine.
kind of a point and click adventure. These two princesses.
Point and click adventure.
Oh, you
Point and click adventure.
Click, buddy.
So what's going on?
So basically, you've got it's sort of static backgrounds, and you can sort of click on different things to open cupboards or look at stuff. Your character is the spirit of a dead hero.
Okay.
Who's supposed to save these princesses who both have been kidnapped and taken to some stronghold of an evil demon. I don't know. Fill in your generic storyline.
Yeah.
But of course, they both are very buxom and wearing tiny little outfits. And if you click on them, they do little noises and stuff. But you have to solve puzzles and find items to try and get through the castle and get them out.
Right.
It's honestly.
How much did this cost?
I think it was maybe $15.
Yeah, of course.
Not much.
There's so many budget titles,
but
like that.
The art quality is actually quite good. Okay, it's good line quality, good artwork, good design.
Yeah,
and yes, I like to look at the little anime girlies in their little outfits with their giant boobs. What the hell? I don't care. I wanted to play an adventure game. It happened to also have that in it, and I was like, I'm 42. Who am I impressing?
Wow.
I'll play it.
So what does your wife think about this game?
She was laughing at me the whole time. It's just like, really? Are you?
It's interesting. It's interesting with Nintendo that they're letting a lot of games like that on.
They are really allowing more sort of grown-up content.
Yeah, I remember there's this like panty game that was really I don't know how. I just know this was coming out where you control women's underwear and you go around the city. I don't know what you do in the game.
You control women's underwear.
Control. And you go around the city and you do things. We have already entered into a very strange place.
I need my sweat cloth.
Look at this.
I'm so nervous.
So I know this guy.
Sweaty and
I know
nervous.
this guy so well that he sweats profusely. So I brought him this thing, which will be. Yeah, you keep that over. Yeah, keep that on because
I'll keep that on to keep the sweat away.
you look like an old British guy. No, that's too funny.
In a church you got me, we believe in love, peace, and smashing bricks together.
I feel like I'm in a pub in England right now in Yorkshire. Feel very at home.
That's lovely.
All right, get that damn hat off. Get that thing off the table. I don't want it touching this table.
My goodness.
Do you know it's weird that you kind of playing like old school games like River City Girls, which is not old school but kind of a reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
I'm actually playing old school games. So this is kind of interesting, and they're not expensive games.
Yeah.
I picked them up and I've been playing them the last few weeks on the Nintendo Switch as well. They had the Sega Ages line of games. Have you checked out any of this stuff?
I haven't checked them out. I've heard about it.
So Phantasy Star, they released like about a year back.
No, I remember that one because I got that one. It's got the map making feature and everything in it.
Yes, double experience, double money. So that's great. So they make these old games a little bit more accessible, so you can go play them and you kind of get through them quite well. So I picked up Shinobi, the original Shinobi.
Whoa!
And so you can add more lives, and you can take double hits.
God.
So you'll start off. I think you're wearing a white suit, and if you get hit, you go change into a red suit, but you don't die.
Okay,
So they kind of gives you a double
a little
kind of thing.
I mean, geez.
And I gotta admit, just playing Shinobi again just takes me back to the old, not even arcade days, the old 7-Eleven days when Shinobi would be there. And Schneal. Motherfucking Schneal. He was so good. We have talked about it in the past, but he was so good at the arcade game. 1/4 he finished the game. I'm playing the game, and I'm like, I am playing the game in 2020, and I think we were playing that game in 1988, 89.
Yeah,
more closer to 89. I remember it got to our 7-Eleven, and for him to go through it, I'm like, in 2020, I can't believe he was that good. He's really, really good. It is repetition. The more and more you play, the better you get. It's like
knowing the patterns and all that. Sure,
definitely.
But still, our reflexes back then were better.
Well, I think even for him, there was nothing else to do.
We've talked about that a lot.
This is the 80s.
The era of there was nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do, so you just concentrate on that one thing. There was nothing for him to do. He'd go to 7-Eleven and play that game every day because he wanted to get away from his parents. Yeah. And there's a bit of a hangout spot. And his razor sharp reflexes, unbelievable. So I kind of been thinking about that era again, playing that game. And Shinobi is one of those games. Yeah. I love Revenge of Shinobi, but one of those games I come back to over and over and over. I'm still doing it now, 2020. And then the other game is Fantasy Zone. Sega Ages Fantasy Zone.
Oh, wow.
So, a very difficult game, but a lot of fun with Opa Opa. What a great mascot of Sega's back in the day. I just going back and forth where you destroy all the little hub ships and then opens up the boss and you fight them. rinse and repeat, do different levels.
That's good old-fashioned.
And you know, after coming off the sickness that I had, I kind of needed some good old-fashioned nostalgia, old games that from my childhood to make me kind of feel good again. And I'll tell you, they did. I sat there, I was like, I'll play a bit of Shinobi. I'm like, holy shit, I'm on the last level. I mean, there's just so great stuff and all of that. So, what else have you been playing?
Well, I have recently started playing a game that I downloaded, and I'm again late to the party. Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah, great game. I was late to the. Trust me, I played 3 years ago. I was late to the party.
Like I'm just. I was like, you know what? I've been hearing enough, and I've been on a real Metroidvania, and I know there people don't like the term Metroidvania, but I do.
Yeah.
Someone say it.
What?
Sorry.
Do people really dislike Metroidvania?
Apparently, the term Metroidvania.
Oh,
I hate that term.
Well,
I know, it's too bad. It's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I've been playing it. I've been on a kick of those because I did Time Spinner. I think we talked about last time we did a chat.
Right.
Which was very much that kind of a game.
Yeah.
Hollow Knight.
It's great.
Wow.
It's
I mean,
great.
Okay, first of all, the gameplay is excellent. The controls are tight. They're somewhat frustrating once in a while, but really, I mean, they're on.
The perfection.
Okay? The animation. I am addicted, and again, that's another one that brings out the best in my language.
Yeah.
With some of the boss fights and stuff.
Oh yeah,
but,
sure.
I mean, the mage guy that shoots the psychic things and teleports everywhere.
It's crazy.
Oh god. Oh. There was I'm pretty sure that my windows blew out from the volume of my shall we say displeasure. But there was much anger.
Daddy's playing Hollow Knight and smells like medicine again.
Oh no, Daddy was downing quite the 40-pounder of medicine that day. Let me tell you. And
the game was improving after that. Oh, I'm so much better now.
I thought I was playing much better. I was playing much
worse. Oh yeah.
But it was such.
Wait, what made you decide to get into Hollow Knight now? Like out of curiosity.
I kept hearing about it, and I kept seeing it,
and people kept probably bugging you. You played the game?
No, it was more that I kept seeing it, kept kind of putting it off, and I kept kind of putting it off because it has, and I'll tell you, this is the one thing I don't like.
Oh.
That rogue-like feature where if you die, all your money and stuff stay there as a little shadow guy. And if you don't get back there and kill it and get it back...
Done that in lots of games.
So trying to get... There's a little, like a glow bug lantern you can get to help you see through the dark areas. It costs 1,800 Geo, the currency of the game. You know how long it takes to save that up? And I saved that up, and then I suddenly wandered into a boss room I didn't know was there, and the boss absolutely schooled me for half an hour. And then finally and then when I'm trying to get back there, I get killed before I can get back to the boss room. All that money, gone. And
I know.
Stop doing that!
That's in a lot of games.
The game's hard enough.
There's a lot of well, obviously like Dark Souls, but you know the one that I always remembered was when the Wii U came out. It came out with a few games, and it came out with Zombie U.
You told me about that. I would have.
So I was playing that game, and I got way far into it, loving it, and then all of a sudden, by pure stupidity, I died, and then I'm like, so I had to make my way back.
With the first level guy.
And so get this, so here's my loot in the game. I'm like, I see it. I'm going. I died right here. Right. I was touching it. I lost it. It was over. I was never ever doing that again.
No.
But you know what's kind of funny? I really love that memory because it's funny as hell. It's such a great video game memory that whenever I see Zombie U, I'll always go you mofo, you
monkey.
Yeah. That put me to the ends of the earth.
Well, that's what's happened to me with this. But outside of that, like I'm looking forward to seeing the end of it. It's actually got a very incredible story.
Yeah.
Well told through little conversations with various NPCs that show up here and there.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's beautiful.
How much is that game now? Because I got it 2 years ago.
I think it was $20 or less.
Unbelievable.
Sure. But no.
What a price.
Because I kept waiting for a physical release and it didn't happen. Well, guess what they're doing now? Oh. They're going to do a great big special edition physical release of the game.
Oh, I thought there wasn't a physical release.
Not yet. It's coming. It's coming this year. So and I looked at that and I went, well, twist my arm. I have to, well, I'm gonna get it. Because that's the kind of game I will support. And I want a physical copy. I almost bought it on Switch because I went into an EB Games and I was like, and I picked up the case. And I'm like, hey! And they're like, yeah, okay, well, you can buy it. We'll print you out the download code. I was like, no, goodbye. So they had cases, but they were just for show. So you buy it there, but they print you out a receipt with a download code. You go into the Switch store and you put in the code, and it gives you it for free.
I didn't know that. See, this is how out of EB land I'm in.
Yeah, it's ridiculous,
GameStop
right?
land I'm in. That they sell you codes.
Download codes. Yeah.
So I want this game. They're like, here's a code.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So if they're a digital-only game, you can buy it through EB Games, and then of course they take their little.
So I got a question for you. So we heard that Reggie, the great Nintendo Reggie, he's now like a chairman
at GameStop. I'm gonna sit on my bum.
Yeah, you better get prepared for this one.
I gotta sit down and get comfy.
You get comfortable.
I'm old and broken.
There's my small little man. We do.
Hello, Daddy.
We do the same joke every time.
Hello, Daddy. I did my homework. Well, Can I have a biscuit?
I just told everybody that I had a baby, and here he is.
Pardon me. Jesus. I want cookies. I want holiday. I don't want to be on your show. Alcohol. Daddy smells like medicine. I'm gonna get beat up again.
Okay. My little Rob man now.
Yes.
So seriously, what do you think about Reggie taking this position, and what do you think he can do? What are your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I read the news and I was like, usually you don't get on the sinking ship. That's about all I could think. Like, what? I mean,
I got some thoughts.
They're a game retailer.
Yeah.
They make all their money ripping people off and reselling games, and thus also partially screwing the game developers themselves. And that's their business model. Let's be honest. Put the cards on the table. How do you save that?
You used to work at GameStop.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
That's a long, dark story of very angry times.
Maybe we should do a video on that.
Someday we will. I'll tell that whole story. It's ridiculous.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
But you know, so I mean, they bought ThinkGeek.
Yeah.
They have the merchandise.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's really doing that much for them either. And I mean, where do you go? Most games are downloadable now. Most people are going for downloadable, or they buy it off Amazon to get it shipped to their door. Why put on pants, get in a car, and drive to a store that's going to rip you off?
Well, that's it, exactly. Physical stores in general are taking a hit. Never mind during this time. With the Andromeda strain going on.
Yeah, we're not even going to go there.
On all of that. My thing. Okay, here's what I got to say. Reggie leaves Nintendo, says, guys, I'm leaving Nintendo.
Yeah.
I need to spend more time with my family and friends. I'm retiring.
Yeah.
I'll do some speaking engagements and stuff like that. But and then all of a sudden, hey, guess what I'm doing? It's like, they must have given him a lot of money to bring him on. But the thing is, like, is it about money for him at this point?
But
like,
to do what? Well, how do you save that?
Do you know what? Just bringing him on is like an endorsement. It's kind of like, no, you know what I mean? It's like an endorsement, like, hey, we got him, so we got things going on. Even if we don't have good things going on, it looks really good we have him.
But I mean, from the more negative standpoint, let's just say, because I mean, you know me.
I'm actually not that negative on it, so it's kind of interesting. You're kind of negative on it. I'd say my positive on it.
If you're selling a hot, corny turd, I don't care who the fuck your spokesman is.
Yeah.
Okay? You could get Ryan Reynolds, one of my favorite actors, to come in and go, hi, I'm Ryan Reynolds. You need to buy this hot, corny turd.
Yeah.
It's still a hot, corny turd!
And you know what?
Rob, I won't buy it!
And Rob, this will be you.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it was your hot, corny turd... No, I'm just kidding. That's too far. That's too far. Back it up. I honestly think Reggie's a smart guy. Oh, he is.
It's going to be really entertaining to see what comes out of this. I can't even comprehend how he can change the business model unless he gets exclusive stuff.
I think you're talking about they must have paid him a lot.
Yeah.
You're a sport guy. Yeah. You like hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Mark Messier came to the Canucks?
Oh, yes.
And he saved the team.
Oh, that was
got us the Stanley Cup. No, he took a bunch of money and got the hell out.
Yeah, of course.
I think we're seeing the same thing.
Yeah,
they offered him way too much money. He showed up to a sinking ship.
Yeah,
he's going, thanks for the money.
Not to be a CEO, just to be on the chair, to be on the board.
Okay, dude, the company's going down. They have screwed their customers long enough.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad blood out there. For sure.
It's all bad blood.
Well, you brought the key here is the key, and you said it to begin with. It's called Amazon. We live in a time. Remember back in the day. Hey, I need to get a video game. Oh, Rob, I'm working till this time. You're like, hey, I'm going to go down to EB. I'll pick up your game. Give me your money.
And then
I meet you at Burger King. You slip in the game into a burger, and I play it. But we live in a time now. Like this is me. Oh, game's out tomorrow, or the game tonight. Game shows up tomorrow.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Hey,
knock on the door. Okay. I don't even need to leave my house.
You know and on my Friday nights, I like to watch a lot of silly movies. Lately, I've been watching Adam Sandler movies and stuff like that. And some of them they don't have on the streaming services. A couple weeks ago on a Friday, I was like, you know what? I really, really, really want to see The Waterboy.
Okay.
It's not on any of the streaming services. So Friday morning, as I'm getting ready for work, I went on Amazon and I went, DVD, buy same day delivery.
Yeah.
I got home after work, it was there.
How much was it?
$6.
Yeah.
And free delivery because I got Prime.
Yes,
Which I got Prime for the shows, for their Prime shows.
I got Prime for the delivery service and the shows.
Well, see, the delivery service is a nice bonus for me.
It's a nice thing, yeah.
How do you say no to that?
And how does a physical video game store? Let me say something. We like the idea of a physical video game store. We're not against that. We really like the idea. We've really had some bad stories, some bad things have happened to us.
Yeah.
Over the years that made us a bit bitter. But I still went down to EB Games, GameStop here, to get my Death Stranding Special Edition. I went down because I knew I could go there and get it, pick it up and take it home.
Yeah.
And I also was able to go and pre-order it fast enough. So I use Amazon and them if I need to, but EB, you've got to admit, over the years.
Oh, they've.
No, but us as consumers.
Oh.
How many times you go to there and buy a game? Very.
Oh, not really anymore. I mean, either Amazon or Best Buy or if I want it now, I will search online and see which retailer has it in stock.
Yeah.
Rarely is it ever eBay. Usually it's either
no.
Best Buy or Walmart or places like that you can check the stock on. You can find it there and then you go. So the same with movies. I used to go and look for DVDs at a brick and mortar store so I could get it. But again, now that I can go to Amazon and just go, bip, same day delivery.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing I was going to say there was the amount of times I used to go into GameStop, EB Games, and I would like, hey, I'm looking for this game. Like I remember like a Pokemon game. And they're like, did you pre-order it? And I'm like, no. They're like, sorry, it's sold out. And I'm like, well, I wonder, like, is any more coming in? Oh, no, it's sold out everywhere. I go across the street, go to Willow Video Games, walk in there, hey, you got it? Oh, yeah, I do, thanks, bye.
Done.
Yeah, and so that's why also Amazon's so good. You order it, you're instantly going to get it.
The four most hated words of gamers through the end of the 90s into the early 2000s. Did you pre-order it? Every time. It's launch day. It's launch day. I want to go and get that game. Walk into EB. Did you pre-order it?
Yeah. Oh.
So you're saying that you didn't get stock for people to walk in and buy, only for people who pre-ordered? Mm-hmm. Dumb.
I know. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So this will be really interesting to wait and see. What is he going to be able to do?
I have no idea. I am concerned for his reputation more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because he has a sterling reputation for now.
Yeah, I just don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to come out? He's not going to come out and say anything anywhere. He's just on a board. I got an idea. Maybe we should do this, or maybe we need to do this with the customers to get them in. What are you gonna do? It had to be like, I don't know. They have to do something crazy.
Their new sales campaign is gonna be, it's launch day. Are you Reggie? This is gonna be his face.
That's pretty good. It's launch day. Are you Reggie? That's good.
My buddy.
Good. Are you Reggie? That'd be. Oh my god, that'd be so great. I don't know, I don't know if they can get exclusive games and stuff. That's not gonna happen.
No. Oh, they don't have enough pull for that anymore.
No, I agree.
Amazon might be able to.
Amazon could do that.
I mean, come on, a multi-trillion-dollar business that doesn't pay taxes, of course, they're going to be able to pull that
they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be good to go.
That's kind of an interesting one because I haven't had a chance to talk about the whole Reggie thing. It's going to be really interesting seeing where that kind of goes. But I guess getting back into another game that I've been playing.
What have you been playing?
This is a weird one, and we'll probably go and play it in the other room after this. A fighting game, Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Now, remind me, Granblue Saga is
an
RPG series?
This is what everybody says.
It's an RPG series, right?
It is in Japan, yes absolutely. Okay. And there's been some versions of it that have come out here. And this is the first kind of game that's come out here, and like it's a versus fighting game. So they've taken kind of the RPG characters from that series. It's a very popular series in Japan on phones. They make $300 million.
Oh, it's a mobile game even.
Yeah.
It's not even a console game, it's mobile.
Yeah, it's mobile, and I think there's console games coming out in the future. It's a really weird franchise to wrap your head around, especially for people here. Every time you say Granblue Saga, people are like, oh, I kind of know this. Was that
it's like a JRPG or something, right?
It's something like that, and all that. So,
interesting.
I got the fighting game. So they brought out a fighting game. It's not bad. It's you know how it is. You know, over the years, if it's not the big Mortal Kombat or Street Fighters, some of these fighters come out and they're average. Yeah. They're not offensive. They're not bad. They're not great. They're okay. This has an RPG mode, kind of like a story mode that you can go through and play. It's toe ball. Oh, it's not toe ball.
It's toe ball. Running through the dungeon.
That's a whole story for another time. We used to have a laugh about toe ball, the fighting game on PS1.
Story mode.
That's oh god, remember that? Yeah, the kids are running. I remember it well. And many jokes. That's a story. We'll save that story for another time, and all that. But this is it's just not a bad fighting game. I'll say this much: character art for the series in general, unbelievable.
See,
character designs are disgustingly
I saw a screenshot, I think, and it looked gorgeous, like the hand-drawn, beautiful anime-style art.
Yeah, so all the characters are like look unbelievable. It's like it just it's not that 10 out of 10 fighting game.
Okay.
It's like a 7 to kind of 8 with the story mode kind of thing, but it's fun. It's interesting. It's just an average fighting game. I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's not a bad game by any means. It's not a great game though either, but one that we played, we probably have a bit of fun playing. Okay. So I think for people who like the series or like the art style, they're going to find some stuff to like.
Kind of like Waku Waku 7 level.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Perfect. Okay.
Like me and Rob have played. See, he just did a joke. We have played, but that's a story for another time as well. We have played so many fighting games, and we have all these inside jokes while we're playing them. It's so funny.
We have our own language almost. It's insane.
We do have our own language. You know, even when like Kim says, and I know your wife says, when we get together, we start talking in like that super sarcastic.
I bet you think so, hey? I think you're a tough guy, do you? Yeah, is that who it is?
And you're doing like the pirate version. But like, it's good to see you. How you doing?
Very good to see you.
Oh yeah, thank
you. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I love it.
It's very nice.
Yeah, you got some vodka in there?
I'm drinking the vodka. Fantastic. I think you're having some
We get into this like sarcasm mode.
And that tonality and that
where we talk,
tempo
we both talk down to each other at the same time.
And every time my wife calls it the John voice, and Kim calls it the Rob voice.
Yeah.
And they know if we've been hanging out, because I'll come home and I'll be like, "Ooh, hello, wife, how are you doing?"
Oh yeah, that's it.
You've been hanging out with John, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, are you cooking something on the grill? Looks fantastic.
Looks delicious. I think I'll have double helpings.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll have more.
Yeah, get some more to the refrigerator.
And it came from that guy from the Cantina in Star Wars.
Did it?
You've got the death penalty on 12 systems.
Is that where it came from?
That's where we started it from.
Oh, geez.
Because there was that way back when we were first hanging out, and we had something about when we were making the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, we used to make.
And there was that whole death penalty on 12 systems.
Yeah.
And you started doing that, and I started doing it back, and it just stuck.
Yeah. Like this, what Rob's referring to is like I've never shown it at all. But we used to do these Star Wars, like stop motion Star Wars toy videos, and Rob would do the voices.
It wasn't even stop motion. We taped the action figures to popsicle sticks.
I know. Do you know what? This is what we did before the internet. We were starving for entertainment.
We were making YouTube before YouTube.
Yeah.
We were making these stupid videos with action figures. We wrote episode 1.
Yeah.
Before episode 1 was written to be episode 1.
And it's so weird. What was the storyline?
Our storyline was that basically Obi-Wan Kenobi had used the Force to seduce Anakin's wife and impregnate her.
This is so
weird.
weird.
Much later, it came to be that Anakin figured out all of this because Luke was always... We had a Jawa figure to be Luke, and he was wearing the little brown robe, and Obi-Wan Kenobi came out in the desert. I wonder why you always wear a robe. Oh, I think it's just good taste. Yeah. So then the dad, Anakin, gets so jealous and enraged, he leaves his wife and goes to find the Emperor to learn the Force so he can get revenge. And then kills Obi-Wan Kenobi. Huzzah! That's the start of A New Hope.
I don't even know why this has even come up. This is going to be an episode for another time. But it was one of those days I woke up and I was a little hungover, and I was like 22, 23, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And you came over and had a video camera. Yeah. And I just had a bunch of toys, and I didn't have the toys that I have like now.
No.
I had about maybe 10, 15 action figures, and we used all of them. And what we did was we shot with the camera one scene at a time. We didn't even have a story. We made it up. We made it up as we went along.
We were like, as soon as we finished shooting one bit, we're like, so what should we do next? And we were like at times using footage from the movie by putting it on the TV and setting up the camera to film the TV, zoom perfectly in, and then leaving the audio off, and we would talk over the people talking on the movie.
Yeah, you did all the voices. He's so
You
good.
did R2.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I can do it because I still haven't got my breath back. Beep, boop, boop. I got that. Yeah, I got it.
Classic.
That's it. Yeah, I was able to pull that off.
Oh my god.
We had a lot of good times back then for sure. So yeah.
We used to remember the Mr. Chin show.
Oh god.
Mr. Chin put a little toque and fake eyes on here and put a cloth up, and it was Mr. Chin.
Oh my god.
And we made an Aliens movie. We had so much fun though.
Yeah, you know what it was? We had a lot of free time.
We were free time.
A lot of free time. But you know the thing is, it's like that's a very innocent, fun time to look back on, which is quite literally 23 years ago.
Oh, God, why do you do that? 23
years ago, when we were doing all that kind of stuff.
I just farted dust now, thanks. Now,
I actually thought you were serious. I'm like, what?
What
is going on here?
You're killing me.
Well, you're killing me.
And I'm crumbling. I'm like that guy from the end of The Last Crusade that drinks out of the wrong cup.
I know.
Aged to death in 10 seconds.
That's funny, but getting back to the fighting game.
Oh, yes. We were talking about a thing.
Yeah, but we played so many fighting games. We had this funny stuff. Like, when we start playing any new fighting game we've never played, we go into some funny...
Oh, the trash talk.
Oh,
the trash talk is real.
Yeah, it is. But it's the funniest things. We create our own rules. Like, we're not allowed to use throws and, yeah. Oh,
Rainbow!
Yeah, oh yeah, for Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Our rainbow fights.
Yeah, we always used to do that. That was so good. With
but
Mika.
we did no throws. And invariably there will be some sound that some character makes for some move that just tickles us.
Oh, I know.
It becomes a thing.
Yeah.
And so if we pull that move off, we'll repeat the sound.
Oh yeah. But that is how we play a fighting game. The announcer will say, "You can't get enough. Triumph or die." And we'll change it. I'll say, "You can't get it up. Triumph or die."
Go get it, guy. The Alpha 3 announcer.
Oh, they were wild. I mean, there's some really crazy announcers voices going on back there. It's so
always
so great.
Remember, you can't get it up.
I know.
Triumph or die.
It's so classic. So, anything else you've been playing?
We're still running our 2 D&D campaigns. There's been some crazy stuff going on there. It's been a lot of fun.
What are you going to do with the family D&D campaign? It's hard to get everybody together, right? It's hard,
yeah, and I'm still trying to kind of craft... I'm trying to homebrew a bit with it.
Yeah.
I want it to be more inclusive than just...
Oh, Rob, whenever I do my D&D thing, I always do my own thing.
Yeah.
I'll get inspired by some source material, but I'll write it myself.
And that's what I'm working on.
Yeah.
Because I want this to be extra cool.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the D&D stuff. I'm buying far too many dice.
I saw that online.
I can't help. Okay.
Can I say something? And I don't mean this in a bad way. Rob comes over and he's got layers and layers of dice when he's playing D&D with us. Layers and layers of dice. You rolled so terribly in the last game. What's with all these dice?
Every time I come to this house, I get Wheatonitis.
Yeah?
I get the Will Wheaton curse. The 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
As we call it.
Yeah.
The crit fails. My D20s do not like the energy in your home.
I don't know if it's that. I think.
At my campaigns that I'm playing at home in my basement on my little computer there, I do fine.
Yeah, well,
It's
not so
just
much
your
there.
house.
Yeah.
Your house hates me.
I think you need 2 truckloads of dice.
I've got them.
I know.
I need a third, damn it.
So he comes over for D&D. I hear beep, beep. As the truck's backing in, all these dice pour in to the living room.
And then I start arranging them by set.
And he's just rolling 1s and 2s. It doesn't matter.
And I'll put them all with the highest number up to charge the luck particles. To make sure that anyone who's an actual hardcore D&D nerd knows what I'm talking about. You charge the luck particles. They all settle to the bottom side so the 20s will face up. Okay, you got to do that. And I've got my 18 different colors that are a palette I've made for this character. Okay, that's the way it...
It's
not like I'm crazy.
No. I don't care what you do. I just care if the outcome is not working.
Well, that's your fault. I blame you.
That's good. I'm the DM. I want you to roll low so I can kill you. That's fine. Dude, keep on trucking.
He really did love that goat.
Yeah. But so you how to get the family together and
so I'm working on it. We'll get this. We'll get this.
Yeah.
But video game wise, those 3 are.
That's the main thing.
That's pretty good for me.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I haven't had a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
So that's Those have been my big things. I'm still reading the Garrett P.I. books, the sort of the film noir fantasy books. So basically what we're saying, is it's a good time to catch up with your backlog of movies, games, and comics.
It kind of is. It kind of is, as everybody's like sweating profusely, freaking out, type of thing. So hopefully things, get better with all of the world and all of that. And
yes.
The whole Andromeda strain. But here's the thing: I really believe this is that you got to keep your spirits up. You got to have a bit of fun. I have some friends of mine that are really working themselves up about this, and I agree that it's kind of a crazy thing.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, you got to have a bit of fun. Seriously, you can't live in fear.
No, I mean, life has a way of working it. Things will. The medical science will sort this out one way or another somehow.
If it wipes us all out or not, whatever. Yeah.
If it wipes us all out, what do we got to worry about?
I know.
Nothing left to worry about when you're dead. But in the meantime, it will.
We will end.
I'm a horribly morbid person.
We will end on a positive note.
Yes.
What is a game that you're looking forward to? Something that's on the horizon, somewhat.
Wow. I've been so out of the loop for what's coming out. Actually, apparently they had planned to do DLC for Hollow Knight, and it's turned into a full-blown sequel.
Go figure.
So there you go. That's my quick, easy, pull out of nowhere answer.
Just as we get out, I get pulled back in. Final Fantasy VII demo.
It was that good. That's all I can say is, good. Man, okay, I downloaded that thing. You told me about it, and I went home, and I downloaded it. The kids, I was like, good night, childrens. It's daddy time.
Yeah.
And they went to bed, and I popped it. Boop. Amazing. Amazing. Controls were fantastic. The strategy for the combat is something I do not understand because I suck at it, but man, did I love it.
Yeah. Well, you can play classic mode as well, right? Yeah, well,
I want to play the active mode, though. I love the action combat hybrid, actually. I didn't know if I would, but I do.
Some people do not like it. Do not like the combat. That's their main gripe. People are concerned as well that it's only the first part of the game in the Midgar region. That's what they're concerned about. They're like, hey, wait, I'm buying this game, but it's not the whole game. It's like, well... This is a lot bigger.
They've expanded it to like 30, 40 hours of content just in Midgar.
And it's 2 Blu-rays as well, which is kind of
so people... By the way, also, right after I played the demo, I pre-ordered the not the one with the bike and the statue guy, but the one down from that. That's got all the art books, the tins and everything else, but not the big.
Don't worry, I got that one covered.
Excellent.
Because, the thing is for me and Rob,
it's such a huge game.
It was a very big deal game for us.
One of my most vivid memories of our early days hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Most vivid was sitting in your art room upstairs.
Oh yes.
In your house.
Yes.
The day that Game Fan came out that had that multi-page preview. And I remember the first 2 pages, the whole background of them was that city.
The city, yeah.
The cityscape and the Mako reactor, Mako, I guess, reactor. I always said Mako, I feel terrible. Yeah. And just looking at all the pictures and
I know.
The fact that it had left the N64 and gone to the PS1, which was just
I know that made the PS1 like, oh my god.
That's what blew the PS1 out the doors. That's what really put them over the top.
Yeah.
And then just looking at the size of the game and the scope of it and the story and the screenshots and the graphics at the time were unreal.
They were. I still like them. They're very nostalgic, but
they're very charming. What they've done now?
Well, do you know what I was saying? In my reaction to it, in my first thoughts on that, is that if you had told me back on the PlayStation 1 that I'm playing Final Fantasy 7, which is unbelievable, that in the future, 23 years in the future, I'd be 46. I'd be, what? I got old?
What?
46. I'm playing on a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Final Fantasy 7, the remake. I'd be like, that's the future?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'd be like, we couldn't have wrapped our heads around that concept.
Now, you really want to see a head explode. You find a way to take the PS4 with that version and send it back in time for launch day of the original. And then watch people just die.
With a high-definition TV.
Can you imagine?
No.
Imagine that sitting, he's got a giant TV back there. A giant TV like that big one back there. A nice big flat panel.
Yeah.
HD.
Yeah.
With that game during the PS1 era.
And we had Andrew over and everybody, and like, guys, I have something to show you. I swear to God.
Remember that scene from Scanners?
Yeah.
That's what you'd see.
Like I tell you, when I first saw Phantasy Star, I was like, but I'm telling you, if I saw that back 23 years ago, high definition, like Cloud running around like how he is now, I'm like, imagine we're playing it back then. We're like, hey, isn't this fun? Blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, our older selves said, hey guys, no, try this out. And we're like, I don't think we could have even comprehended it, like what we were seeing.
And you do
3D.
realize that the first thing we would have said was, "You're the evil versions because you have beards."
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Evil twins.
Yeah, like, they were like a Roy Foger checking them out. What? I'd be like, what? They had those in the future? You don't have them now.
What's with Mega Man 9?
Hey guys, you remember River Receded Ransom? How about River Receded Girls? I'm like, what?
It's insanity.
It's like the future's insane. We just committed suicide right away.
And the timeline is restored.
Yeah, like we can't go there. There's a dark future there. So
darkest timeline.
Oh man, we got to get out of here.
Yes,
we got to get out of here. It's so good to catch up.
Oh my God.
Do some more episodes in the future for sure. So, anyways, guys, until next time.